Your mind was fine all day. You lie down, lights go off, and it starts. So this is the most common thing that people bring me. Not big dramatic anxiety, but anxiety like this, like 11 o'clock at night, you're exhausted and you're completely wide awake. So by the end of this, you'll know why it happens at that exact moment and not 20 minutes earlier. And I'm going to give you 3 things to do about it. The first one is the actual fix, and it happens nowhere near bedtime. So you're not tired in the light way. You're heavy behind your eyes, your jaw is set, you've got a low buzz under your ribs, like you're exhausted, your body's finished. And for some reason, you're probably wondering why your mind picks that moment to start talking. Nothing's wrong with you. This is not a discipline problem, and it isn't really a screens problem either, although we'll come back to screens. Your nervous system is doing something it's supposed to do. It's just doing it at the worst possible hour. So I want you to think about what your day is actually made of. Someone asks for your attention from the moment you wake up. The phone before you're even upright. The radio in your car. You're walking and you're listening to an audiobook. Something's playing in the kitchen while you cook. There's screens in the evening. I want to be clear that almost every gap has got something in it. So here's what surprises people. Your mind was never quiet during the day. Your mind was occupied. And occupied and quiet are 2 completely different states that we've been using as if they were one. Because actually your mind needs unstimulated time. Time where nothing is coming in. And it's allowed to wander without a job to do. Now that isn't idleness and it isn't wasted. It's how your mind processes a day. It sorts what happened. It finishes thoughts it had to abandon halfway. It makes connections between things that you could not have made deliberately. Every mind does this, and it's not optional, right? So you probably notice the evidence without naming it. The idea that arrives in the shower. The thing you finally understand on a long drive with the radio off. That's the process. And it only runs when nothing else is competing for the space. Okay? Now count how many of those windows are left in your day. In the queue, in the lift, the walk, the waiting room, the 5 minutes before sleep. We've filled every single one, and we did it without ever deciding to. So what happens is your mind takes the first unfilled slot it can find. That slot is you lying down in the dark with the light off and nothing else coming in. Nothing sped up at 11 o'clock. That was simply the first appointment your mind could get with you. Now, I used to work with a woman. She ran a team of 40. She's very calm, very competent. The one, everyone else fell apart on when things were difficult. And I remember when I first started working with her, she told me she'd wake up at 2 a.m, replaying a single sentence from a message she'd sent that afternoon. Not a crisis, a sentence. And she was certain that meant something was badly wrong with her. Nothing was wrong with her. Her day ran from 6 a.m. to 10 at night with audio in every gap. And 2 a.m. was the only unbooked time in it. And what turns up in that slot isn't random, it's specific. It's the conversation you left unfinished, the decision that you keep sliding into next week, the thing you told yourself you'd handle. Because it's important for you to understand that your mind has one job with unfinished business, and it isn't to solve it. It's to make sure you don't forget it. So you're about to go to sleep, and it raises the thing that it's worried you're going to forget. You can't do anything about it at 11 at night, so it raises it again and again. Now that repetition is what you experience as racing. It's one question over and over again. Are you certain you won't forget this? So the real fix isn't at bedtime. It's 20 minutes a day of nothing coming in. Not meditation, that's separate. I'm not asking you to sit and follow your breath. No audio, no podcast, no phone, no task. Just walk without your headphones. Just maybe sit with a cup of tea and don't reach for anything. And let your mind go wherever it wants, including the boring places and the awkward ones. Okay? I do this every day. After I've done my meditation practice, I put my dogs in one of my vehicles and I drive them down to the beach. It's a 15-minute drive there, a 15-minute drive back, and a half-hour walk on the beach. I don't listen to anything. I use that as an hour to let my mind wander. And it's such an important thing for us to do. Now, I want to be honest with you. If you do this about the first week, it could feel uncomfortable and you may want to fill it. But that discomfort is worth paying attention to because it tells you how long it's been since you've allowed yourself to do this. But when your mind gets its processing time during the day, it needs less of it at 2 a.m. That's the whole mechanism. And it's why this works when nothing at bedtime does. Now, here's the second one for when you're already lying there. When a thought arrives, don't push it away and don't try to solve it. Give it a time. So you might say, 9:15 tomorrow, or Thursday when I'm sitting down at my desk. Not later, not tomorrow, an actual time. So you're answering the real question. Your mind doesn't want that problem solved tonight. It just wants proof that the problem won't be forgotten, and a specific time is proof. So if you say to yourself, I'll deal with it later, that's not proof, which is why saying that to yourself has never, ever worked. So that's important, all right? And when the next thought comes up, do the same thing. At 10:15 tomorrow, I'm going to look at this. All right? So that's important. And the third one takes about 4 seconds and you do it standing up. You can do it brushing your teeth. Well, maybe not when you're brushing your teeth, because I want you to say out loud the first thing you'll do tomorrow morning. The first thing that could be worrying you. One sentence. Tomorrow, I'll start with the invoice. So your mind lies awake rehearsing a plan when it isn't sure that one exists. So saying it out loud tells it the plan exists, so it stops drafting. Okay? Now, you might have a couple of objections and they're reasonable. These are a couple of things that people often say to me. Hey, listen, I don't have 20 minutes. Well, you almost certainly do, and they're the minutes you're currently filling with stimulation. The walk, the drive, the cue. I'm not asking you to find new time. I'm asking you to stop filling time that you already have. You might say to me, I've tried journaling before bed and it didn't help. Right, because writing a list quietly becomes a ritual and rituals become anxious. So you start checking it, refining it, getting up for it. You don't need a record. Giving a thought a time isn't filing it away, it's replying to it. And I'd like you to stop calling it a racing mind because it makes it sound like something that's attacking you. Your mind is not coming after you at night. Night is the only time you've left it free. Okay? Now, how loud all of this gets depends on something underneath it. Two people can have the identical thought at 11 and one of them sleeps. The difference is where their nervous system was sitting before the thought ever arrived. That's your baseline. And most people have no idea what theirs actually is. If you want to find out, there's a short quiz linked in the description. 3 minutes, you'll get a personalized report as to where you're at. Your mind is going to take the time it needs. You get to choose whether it takes it during the day or whether it takes it at 2 a.m. As always, be kind, take care, go gently in the world.